Hello everyone. Today I am going to make another Halloween t-shirt design, but this one is going to be a bit different from our regular designs. Like as you can see, this is a example t-shirt I found online. They are just using a bulldog head and a pumpkin to represent this is like a pumpkin, and they are using this texture like bulllkin. That is not pumpkin but a bulldog, and it is representing like a pumpkin, so they are using this text bulllkin. So this is a very common trend on Halloween, because those who works with dog niche, cat niche, or any other niche, this is just a way of converting your niche into occasions. Like if you have a Instagram or a page, a Facebook page for bulldog lovers, and there you do your marketing, and it is time for Halloween, so you need to make some Halloween designs, but your audience is bulldog lovers. So this is how you convert your designs into any occasions. So this is what I am going to do in today's video, but this is not a very professional design, so I am going to make a little bit more professional than this one, because I did a design for one of my client yesterday, and as of this, that is my client work, so I cannot share that with you, but I am going to show you the process how to make this kind of designs. So for this one here, I am going to use this bulldog head here. This image I take from online, and just I make some rough lines on that image so that it is looking like this is just some outline of that image, and I use this option for my strokes, and that is why it is looking like this, thinner in the S point and thicker in the middle point. So again I am going to make some changes here just to show you. Okay, so this is how I made that image. Now this one is just for my bulldog head, and this one is for my Halloween, for my pumpkin. So this one also I downloaded from Google, and as this could be a copyrighted image, I cannot use that, but when I am combining my idea with this, it can be it will be a copyright free design. So for this one here, this image here, I need to still make some adjustment, like these lines here, this edge here, it is showing a straight cut here, so I cannot keep that like that. I am going to make them just like this. Now also for this one and this one also in that same style. So this is how it will not look like a straight line drawing, and it will look good. So this is, I made here two separate part. This is the lower part of this pumpkin, this is the upper part of that pumpkin. So this is I am going to use in my design here, and this bulldog head here. So as you can see, I didn't draw this upper area and this side areas of my bulldog face, because I am going to cover that with my pumpkin here, and I am going to make it look like a pumpkin, so something like this, but in a smaller size. I made these drawings before, because I didn't wanted to spend a lot of time drawing them, because nobody watches a long tutorial. Okay, so this is how it is going to be on the top, and this is how it will be the bottom of my bulldog here. So I am just going to place it just like this, and this is how it will be. It will look like a pumpkin in total, this upper area and this bulldog face here, and this lower part of this pumpkin. So I am going to, now as you can see, this is the upper part, this is the lower part. So now I am going to add them together just like this. So I need to keep in mind that it should be a pumpkin size. The overall design should look like a pumpkin, so maybe something like this. Just like this will work for me. Now I'm going to just make a copy of that, reflect it to use in my other direction, just like this. Okay, I need to make sure that it should be intersect with this little area and this area of that of my upper pumpkin, or maybe a bit closer, just like this. Okay, so this is going to be my final design. Maybe I can just take my bulldog design and make it a bit little bit lower, I mean place that a bit lower, this part a bit bigger. I need to adjust this because I want to make this overall design look like a big pumpkin here. So I am going to select everything that is here and using my shape builder to remove those part that is not necessary for my design, like this part here. As you can see, this part is not necessary because I will not, this will be my outer part of my pumpkin, so that part is also not necessary because this air will cover that area and this line will be my rest design. So I am erasing this part from here, also this one from here. Okay, so this is just some small details, it will take some time, just like this. As you can see, it is already looking like a pumpkin in this lower part here, and also it will look good when I will fix those upper part area. Okay, so maybe this, I don't need that one also. Okay guys, so this is now my final position of my pumpkin and my bulldog here. Okay, so as you can see, this area is overlapping here. I need to fix everything here because once it is fixed, I will break these strokes, so it will become a complete shape. Okay, so as you can see, this is now going to be my final pumpkin. Actually it is not pumpkin, it will be a bulllkin as this reference image here. So as I am not an artist, I am using this reference image to make this of my own image, but if you are an artist, you can make this from your imagination. I cannot, so I use reference images. Okay guys, so this is going to be a little bit tricky here because this one is going to be a colorful design, that is I am going to make it with the color of that pumpkin, and that will look good. So that is why when my design is finalized, like I don't need any changes here. Now I can, okay, this is some small details, we should check for details every time because small details can make a design good or bad. Okay, maybe this one I can bring a bit lower like this. Okay, that is looking, I think, better. It depends on your eye, what you are doing and what you are thinking of making. So this is now my bulldog image, maybe a bit downward like this, just like this. Okay, this is going to be my final design. I know it can take some time, I can keep making changes, it can take 1 hour, but I am not going to do that because this is going to be a video, so I am going to make it as quick as possible. So okay guys, so this is now my final design. I don't need any changes here, but I am keeping a copy of this whole design because if any time I feel like I need to change anything, then I can do that. So that's why I kept a copy here. This is now my original design. I am going to first of all expand appearance, then select them all. Now I am going to expand them. Once they are expanded, you can see they are now a complete black color shape here, and I am going to merge them. When they are merged, this each and everything, these small details, these tiny details, everything becomes one single shape. So this is time for us to add some colors here, but I'm going to do that. Of course, I'm going to select that, copy. I'm going to use another artboard here because that one is already messy and I placed some other elements there. So this is going to be my main bulldog design. Like this is on now layer 1. If I select that and bring that like this and drop it on this new layer icon, it will make layer on copy. That means now I have two layer. So first of all I am going to lock this upper layer, so that if I turn this off and this one off, that will be invisible. But if I turn this on, there is always a copy of my black design, but that will be not affected whatever I will do in my this lower part, because I am going to select this part using my paint live paint bucket tool, and I am using this pumpkin color here just to fill these areas, because I am going to make it a cute little pumpkin for us. So that is what I am doing here. For this area here I am maybe using this, okay, not that, a bit dark version, okay, like that. For this one here maybe a little bit more darker. Okay guys, so this is now my final design, this final our bulkin design, but I want to make some changes here. Like I want to add some shadows in my image. This is a really detailed image, so as you can see in this one here, there is some work of shadow here, because that makes the design look 3D or 2D. So that is why I will use some shadow here, and that is the reason I make two copies here, because this is going to help you. Once you can see, this is my color layer, this is my black layer. So in this color layer, this is my color layer, I am going to lock this one too. So everything here is now locked, and I am going to take a new layer in between these two layers, this color layer here, this black layer here, and then a blank layer between them. So in this blank layer I am going to use some shadow. So for that I am going to use my, first of all, using my eyedropper tool to sample any color from here. Then I am going to use a bit darker tone of that color like this. Okay, now I am going to use my pencil tool here to make some random lines for this area, because that is going to be my color layer, that is going to be my shadow layer. And because I want this to be below this black layer, that's why I kept this original black layer on top of my design. So I am using my eraser tool here to erase the part that is going outside of my design area, just like this. This will give it a look of shadow here. So for this color here I am going to again take my eyedropper tool to sample this orange color from here. Now I am going to use a bit darker tone of that orange. Now I am going to use my pencil tool here. Just like this, it will add a shadow layer for my design, and then I can simply erase the part that is going outside of my black area. Okay guys, so this will take a bit time, so I am going to do that offline. I just show you how to do that. So I am going to do that for the rest of my design, and I will be back after that. Okay guys, so this is now my final design. As you can see, I just added some shadows here behind my, below my that layer here. If I turn this off, you will see how it is looking on my original design, but with this layer turned on, it is looking really clean. So when we are adding some shadow here, we need to add some highlights too, like the area it is, the light is facing this object, there should be some highlights. So I'm going to select my eyedropper here again to sample this white color from here. Now using my pen tool to just add some random shapes here, and because this is going to be the highlight of my image, and this is I can put them only on a single side of my image, and that will look good, because whenever there is a shadow there must be a highlight. There should be a mid-tone also, but as this is going to be a t-shirt design, I am not going to make it very much detailed, because that is not look very good, because it is going to be printed on a cloth, not some paper, or we are not seeing this on screen. So that's why I am not going to add too much details here. But yeah, this is my final design for this one. So as you can see, if I select this all, this is only selecting the highlight and shadow layer here, so I am going to make them a group. Okay, now everything here is in my separate layer, like this is my original line art layer, this is the shadow layer, this is my color layer. So if I turn this off or on, it can be, this is easily changeable to wherever I want to make changes. So I am going to use this, unlock this color layer here, selecting that and using live paint bucket again to sample this white here. And because I forgot to add some whites in this eyes, so that's why I did that. Okay, now I am going to unlock everything from here, selecting them all and making them a group. Now we can simply add a background here, or just add some text here, like that, exact same text, like that, BULLKIN. Okay, this is going to be my text. I'm going to use that same text from yesterday's video, monster eyes, because this is looking good for me. Okay, we can simply use this as it is, or we can use just in a bit effective way, just like this, selecting them all, aligning them center wise like this. Okay, maybe a bit upward. Now I am going to select this text here. This is going to be my final text. Okay, as you can see, I always tell that when we are using a design in 3D or in 3D style, then everything else should be also in 3D style, because that is the style of a good design. When we are making something in 2D, then everything should be in 2D. When we are making something in 3D, then everything should be in 3D, and that is how it looks good. As you can see, this is a very detailed image, like this shadow here, this face lines here. So this is just a plain text here, so I don't want to keep this as plain as it is now, so I am going to make it 3D for now. And for that one I am going to use this eyedropper to first of all pick that color here. Now I am going to use, like, I am going to use this shadow color here on my this image. So for that one here I am going to first of all taking my eyedropper tool to sample this color from here. Now I am going to use my pencil tool here, just like this. Okay, as you can see, this is not looking very good right now, but it will look good, because once it will be finalized, my effect will be applied, it will look good. So I am just adding some random lines here to make it look like this will be my. Okay, so first of all I need to select my these highlight colors here, this shadow colors here, and paste in front. Now they are in front of my this bulkin text, and I am going to select everything here, this text and this shadow, using my shape builder tool to erase these areas from here, or whatever that is on my text here overlapping my text. I am going to erase that. This may take a bit time, but it will look good, because then now my text have some this kind of shadow here. And of course we can again use our eyedropper to sample this white color using my pencil tool. Okay, sorry for that. First of all, I need to make sure that whatever I am drawing, it is staying on the top. So I take a top here, a layer on the top. Now if I draw anything here in this top side of my text, it will give me a look like this is the highlight part of my text. So this is just some random lines I am drawing here. This doesn't have to be very perfect, because this is a hand drawing kind of design, so that is why I wanted to make it like this. Okay guys, so this is now my design is final, because this is all the effect I wanted to add here. This one is looking 3D because of this face here, but this one does not have to look like that. We can simply select the text only here, make them a group if we want, then we can copy paste in back. It will be just like this. I am just taking that one a bit lower, just a little bit lower, as you can see. If I make that one complete black, you can see this is now my design is looking more 3D than this one, but that is not very necessary, because we are going to use this design, or most of the Halloween designs are actually printed on black shirts, so that is why that effect will not look very good. Or maybe we can do one thing, we can select this black layer here, we can pick a color from this, because that is also our design color, and that is how we can make it a bit 3D style, 3D looking. So I am going to select now everything here in my design. So as you can see, this is selecting my layer 1, and that last layer I take here. So I am going to cut them all. Now I don't need this 3 layer, erasing them. Now I am pasting them. So everything here is now pasted and making them a group. Everything here is now in a single group. So for this one here, I am going to use a black background, and that will give me a look that how it will look on black shirts. So as you can see, this is not looking very bad. Obviously this is okay, maybe just a little bit changes in the last point. I can use this one, I can use this pumpkin bull to overlap my text here. Then I can simply make a offset path for him, just like this. Merge unite, it will make a complete black shape. Cut. Now if I select my bulkin text here, paste that in front, you can see this is now being cut out, but I didn't selected my this text here, this green layer here, so that was a mistake, but I am fixing that again. I am opening that one's transparency also to keep it like this. And now as you can see, this details is not visible on black, so this area I am just going to use my pencil tool here to make some random lines for it, because that will give it a look like it is on something just like this. Okay, so it will make that a bit highlighted. Okay, so Guys, this is my final design for this one. You can see this is how we can make a premium vector or a really detailed vector without having any drawing skill. So I hope this one will give you some idea how to take any idea and make that or convert that into any other design. You can simply compare this one, this bulldog, with my this bulldog here. Okay, I need to paste that in front. You can compare them, how the difference between these two, and this will give you some idea. So thank you everyone for watching this much long. I hope you enjoyed this one. Thank you again and see you in the next video. Have a great time, guys. Thank you.